Rob is on Long Island, but moving to Manhattan, right, Rob?
Yeah, I'm moving to New York very, very soon.
Yeah, and
Cool.
one of a show that we are very close with is a show called Ghost Hunting in New England, which probably wouldn't be that far off of your stuff too.
But yeah, we've got a bunch of people who live in that area who I'm sure they're gonna be blown away that you're right in their backyard, pretty much. This paranormal artist. What's your favorite song out of the paranormal songs that you've done?
I like Mel's Hole.
The aliens built the pyramids. That's a good
Yes.
one. We do that live a lot, and it's a good dance song.
Really? That's awesome. I'm going to play a little sample of that. I'll play a little sample of that real quick.
Do it. Yeah.
I got a question for you. Who built the pyramids? The aliens did. Yes, I agree they did. The aliens built the pyramids. It's a fact that few are able to face. Those pyramids were made by a superior race. They came to Earth from outer space.
It's great.
So good. So awesome.
Oh, man. So, if I only had one request, we need a song about rods, flying rods. That's become my new passion, is these skyfish things. But other than that, I love the whole catalog. And our other co-host couldn't be here, but if by some chance that you actually would answer, she wanted to ask if you'd start a band with her. She plays bass and she needs a band.
If she's in the area, I do a show every month. She can join me sometime.
Oh man,
nice.
We'll
Where at? You want to plug it?
Yeah, it's in Danvers, Massachusetts. The next show is on September 21st.
Awesome.
Very nice. Thanks so much. We'll try to keep in touch with you. Is it okay if we use your songs, even though we've kind of done it already, as you can see?
Totally, yeah. Go nuts. I appreciate any exposure that we can get, and it's cool. I appreciate it. Usually when people call, it's like and they just hang up as soon as I answer. So it's nice to talk to some regular people.
Awesome. Yeah,
Nice.
we definitely appreciate it. It's really funny because just saying that you cover all the topics that we cover, that doesn't even describe it enough. You literally cover some of the most obscure topics that we never thought anybody was going to write songs about these things. So it's blowing our minds right now.
Yeah, well, we did an episode about...
Well, yeah,
about,
I think I
I'm
kind
sorry,
of
go
want to
ahead.
do a sequel. Yeah, that album came out in 2011. So I think the Paranormal Song
man.
Warriors got to get back out there. You know?
Yeah,
All right,
man.
well,
bring them back.
Look, we're called the Unbelievers podcast. All right, we're out there wherever podcasts are. Look at some of our we try to look for more obscure stuff. You got Jeff the Talking Mongoose. You got the Rods. You got Grassman. You got clips. He's showing his ass out there. His ass is peeking out. Rob, play him that clip.
Poor his ass stuck out. I seen his ass.
Yeah, that's what Grassman's up to.
Yeah, that's something. And I feel like Louisiana, that's like a lot of cryptids are popping up around there, aren't they?
Oh,
yeah. We got Rougarou Fest coming up next month. We just did a thing on Chupacabras. That's how we found you. But our first time, there was something called the Grunch from New Orleans. I mean, besides all the voodoo and all this other stuff, like the Grunch was like he was supposed to be like a chupacabra, but
they like to be kind of like a secret.
Yeah,
It's kind of like a secret like creature that nobody really knows about, but it's the Grunch.
Well, Louisiana definitely has a lot of weird swamp monsters.
Yeah, what I'd like to say officially, we're recording this, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to get the word out there that sure, it's kind of silly and ridiculous. Some of the people claim to have seen things, and sure, most of them are fake. But there's a certain arrogance that most people have about these things, and they claim like, oh, science would know by now if there was really a Bigfoot. But I don't know. I think the world is pretty big, and I don't think people have quite explored it as thoroughly as most people think we have. So I like to keep an open mind.
Definitely. That's how we're I think we're all in the same boat. We all we believe, and we all want to believe. And there's a lot of people faking it out there.
There's a lot of stuff you got to sift through, man. There's a lot of fakers, a lot of phonies. It's fun to make fun of them, but it's also fun when you find something real too. Well, I want to thanks so much, Paranormal Song Warrior. We'll set something up. Maybe we'll set up a proper interview. We're not catching you on the couch on a Sunday afternoon or wherever you are. But thank you so much for answering the call and talking with us, man. We appreciate it.
Totally, yeah. I mean, I'm where I should be, which is in my basement, right in front of my keyboard, working on songs. That's where I spend most of my time. So I'll just get back to that now. Thanks, though.
Beautiful,
all right.
Beautiful, man.
Great, man. Well, you have a great day, and we'll keep in touch. All right, man.
All right, you too. Bye bye.
All right, adios.
Take care.
Wow.
Wow.
I'd say Russ is Ingrid called cuss out time, whatever it is. That was a fucking banging success right there. If we just talked to Paranormal Song Warrior.
Yeah, man. He's cool.
God.
He's a cool guy. Very nice guy. Very open and willing to talk to us. And that was he was very surprised that we called, and I think we were very surprised that he picked up.
That was great, man. Oh no, there you go. See that? Yeah, that's just for you patron people. That's what you get. You get paranormal. You get the Paranormal Song Warrior being disturbed by us. Cool. We don't have to go to the backup cold calls, which were a lot scarier to do. So that was cool. But so, Rob, this goes on in kind of your neck of the woods, at least in your state. You ever heard of the town of Whitehall, New York?
Never heard of it.
Any of you guys heard of Whitehall, New York?
I actually have, yeah.
Okay, what is it?
It's a town called Whitehall, and it's in New York.
Oh, yeah. Now that rings a bell.
Yeah, now you get it.
And every year they have a Bigfoot festival, but more importantly, they have a Bigfoot calling competition. And ESPN did a story about it. Let's hear.
This is an in-depth story, so get ready.
We live in a world divided between the believers and the doubters.
Oh, so close.
The thing was standing at the crest of this hill or down into this valley. I could see eyes, which I always say size of a mayonnaise jar cover, red. They let out that big old bellow, and you can feel it in your face, your chest. I've never in my life heard anything so deep toned.
This is a story for the believers. For as long as humans have roamed the woods, there have been reports of giants among us. From the Yeti of the Himalayas to Harry and the Hendersons.
Was it Bigfoot or a big hoax?
That is a question that resonates deeply in the small Adirondack mountain town of Whitehall, New York.
Back in August of 1976, I was a police officer here in Whitehall. I'm looking at something that don't exist, and yet there it is right in front of me. It's either a Bigfoot or Sasquatch, whatever you want to call it. I know what I saw.
In the more than 4 decades since Goslin's sighting, Whitehall has become a place of pilgrimage for the Sasquatch faithful.
There have been hundreds of sightings of Bigfoot in the Whitehall region. Back in the 1970s, this was sort of a taboo subject. But now it seems like we've come full circle. We have a festival where we can embrace this phenomena.
The festival is headlined by a main event where contestants from all over the country don't just embrace Sasquatch, they call Sasquatch.
Ooh, so what do you guys think? This place is cool, huh?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Very cool. It must be upstate, because I don't think Sasquatch is anywhere on Long Island, as far as I know, except for Montauk. I know he's Junior's out there.
Oh, yeah.
But
Junior's definitely in Montauk.
They're all over the place.
And they sound really redneck for just being way up in New York, but it just goes to the thing. It's not just a southern thing, that accent. You can have that anywhere. But so So every year this town does this festival, and the main event is a Sasquatch calling contest, and it looks like anyone can do it. You heard that the calls you heard earlier were the police officer guy trying to when he was talking about Bigfoot with the mayonnaise jars for eyes. I don't know why that was a reference.
What? Yeah,
so big.
Never heard that reference before.
Everybody knows what size a mayonnaise jar is.
Mayonnaise jars are different sizes. I don't. It's
like a killer whale doesn't even have like eyeballs the size of mayonnaise jars. That's too big.
How do you know? How do you know?
I measured
the color.
Okay.
It's that iconic mayonnaise jar color, red, that we all know. So I want to hear. Let's hear the Sasquatch calling competition and see if we can get some good sound bites out of this.
The objective? To summon your inner Sasquatch. The judge? A real-life Sasquatch ear witness.
It was just lion roar, but a lot louder. It's impossible. We can't do it as humans.
Of course, in the horror movies, when the creature comes to the festival, he usually kills everybody. So let's hope that that doesn't happen.
We're here to get closer to Sasquatch.
Number one. Okay.
Whoa. Come on, give us your inner Squatch. I wanted to go from the diaphragm and really, really harness my inner Squatch, because I really think that it comes from within.
Wow, he's in that business.
That was excellent. That was really, really, really good. We're up here for the past few days now doing some research in the area. I'm looking for a Sasquatch all the time.
After nearly 40 calls, only one can be worthy of the best Bigfoot call in Whitehall.
Okay, what do you got, Doc? Okay. What's the highest number you got?
I got another 8.
Okay.
First place winner is number 13.
Yay! You did one hell of a job as far as the longevity, the volume. If you had a little bit deeper, you would be perfect.
Give it another one.
Sasquatch, my big old hairy friend. There's some that don't believe in you, but I will till the end.
It would have been nice he did show up just to see what was going on. They are curious. Maybe next year.
Until then, the true believers will keep calling.
Sasquatch, Sasquatch, hope your legend never ends. Didn't know that we were neighbors, but I hope we can be friends.
Cool story, huh, guys?
Wow, what a nice sentiment. What a terrible contest.
Okay, yeah, and I'm gonna keep my opinion about it, but I'm gonna hold the first annual Unbelievers Sasquatch calling competition right now.
No, you're not. No, don't do this. Oh God,
I'm not participating. Okay, we'll answer that. But Rob, I want you to play the 3 contestants I have lined up for us to judge. Play contestant number 1. Okay. All right. Now let's hear number 2. Okay. and maybe play number 3. It did really.